This is not just an ordinary story. It's full of magic, secrets, and a twist that will keep you hooked till the very end. Watch carefully, because if you stay with me until the last moment, you'll enjoy this fairy tale more than ever before. And if you love the story, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel before you leave. Even though this video is image-based, the storytelling will make you feel the magic come alive.
Once upon a time, in the middle of a cold, snowy winter, a queen sat by her window, sewing. She pricked her finger with a needle, and drops of bright red blood fell onto the snow on the windowsill. Looking at the striking contrast, she whispered, "I wish I had a child with skin as white as snow, lips as red as blood, and hair as black as ebony wool." Soon after, the queen gave birth to a baby girl who looked exactly as she had wished, and she was named Snow White. Sadly, the queen died soon after, and a year later, the king married again. His new queen was beautiful, but proud and cruel, and she owned a magical mirror. Every day she would ask, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all?" The mirror would always reply, "You, my queen, are the fairest of all." As years passed, Snow White grew into a lovely young girl, and by the age of 7, she was even more beautiful than the queen. One morning, the mirror declared, "You are fair, O queen." "It's true, but Snow White is fairer than you." Furious with jealousy, the queen ordered a huntsman to take Snow White into the forest and kill her, bringing back her heart as proof. But when the huntsman raised his knife, Snow White cried and begged for mercy. Moved by her innocence, he let her go and killed a wild boar instead, giving its heart to the queen, who, believing it to be Snow White's, even had it cooked and eaten, alone, in the dark forest. Snow White wandered in fear until she found a little house belonging to 7 dwarfs. Inside, she ate a little food and tried each bed until she fell asleep in one. When the dwarfs returned from mining, they discovered her but allowed her to stay after hearing her story. In return, she promised to keep the house clean and tidy. They warned her never to open the door to strangers, for her stepmother would surely discover she was still alive. Back at the palace, the queen again asked her mirror, and when she learned Snow White still lived, she disguised herself as an old woman and visited the cottage. The first time, she laced Snow White so tightly with a ribbon that she fainted, but the dwarfs revived her. The second time, disguised again, she placed a poisoned comb in Snow White's hair, and only when the dwarfs removed it did she revive once more. Finally, the queen created a deadly poisoned apple, red on one side and harmless on the other. Disguised as a farmer's wife, she tricked Snow White into taking a bite of the poisoned half, and the girl collapsed, lifeless. This time, nothing could revive her. Heartbroken, the dwarfs built a glass coffin and kept watch over her. One day, a prince passed by, saw the beautiful Snow White inside the coffin, and begged the dwarfs to let him take her to honor her memory. As his servants carried the coffin, they stumbled and jolted it, causing the piece of poisoned apple to dislodge from her throat. Snow White awoke, and the prince, overjoyed, asked her to marry him. A grand wedding was held, and the wicked queen was invited. Before leaving, she asked her mirror once again who was the fairest, and the mirror replied, "The new queen is fairer than you." Consumed with dread, the queen went to the wedding only to be punished. She was forced to wear red-hot iron shoes and dance until she fell dead. From then on, Snow White and the prince ruled their kingdom with kindness and joy, never forgetting the dwarfs who had saved her. And so, they all lived happily ever after.
If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more magical tales. Thank you for watching. If this story made you smile, please like the video and subscribe to hear many more amazing stories.